Hey everyone, and welcome back to Open for Learn. In a world saturated with epic battles, earth-shattering stakes, and grim dark realities, what happens when a hero decides to hang up their sword and pursue a different kind of adventure? What if the greatest quest isn't for a mythical artifact, but for the perfect cup of coffee? Today, we're diving into a book that has taken the fantasy world by storm, not with a clash of steel, but with the gentle clinking of a teaspoon against a ceramic mug. We're talking about the heartwarming, the delightful, the incredibly cozy phenomenon that is Legends Lattes by Travis Baldree. This is a story that asks a simple yet profound question. What comes after the adventure? And the answer, it turns out, might just be a warm drink and a place to belong. So grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's explore the world of Legends Lattes and the incredible impact it has had on readers and the fantasy genre itself. A summary of Legends Lattes, brewing a new life. Legends Lattes tells the story of Viv, an orc barbarian who, after decades of a grueling and violent life as an adventurer, decides to retire. Her final quest, however, isn't for a dragon's hoard or a magical weapon, but for a mythical artifact of a different sort. The Scalvert Stone, an object rumored to bring good fortune to the place it's laid to rest. With the stone in her possession, Viv travels to the bustling city of Toon, a place where she is a complete unknown, and invests her life savings into a dilapidated livery stable. Her audacious dream? To introduce the city to a novel, unheard-of beverage, coffee. From the outset, Viv faces a multitude of challenges. The citizens of Toon are wary of this strange new drink, and even more so of the imposing orc trying to sell it. Her initial attempts at brewing are disastrous, resulting in a sludgy, undrinkable mess. The building itself is in a state of utter disrepair, a seemingly insurmountable project for one person. And then there are the local thugs, led by a menacing figure known as the Madrigal, who see a new business as an opportunity for extortion. However, Viv's fortune begins to turn when she starts to build her found family. The first to join her is Calamity, or Cal, a hob with a gruff exterior but a heart of gold and a remarkable talent for carpentry. He not only helps her renovate the livery into a warm and inviting coffee shop, but also becomes her first true friend in Toon. Next to join the burgeoning enterprise is Tandri, a succubus who is tired of being judged by her species' reputation. Seeking a respectable job, she answers Viv's hiring notice and quickly proves to be an invaluable asset. With her keen mind for business, artistic flair, and exceptional people skills, Tandri helps to shape the coffee shop's identity, from its name, Legends Lattes, to its welcoming atmosphere. She also becomes Viv's closest confidant, and eventually, her romantic partner. The slow-burning, gentle romance between Viv and Tandri is a cornerstone of the novel's charm. The final key member of their team is Thimble, a ratkin who is a culinary genius. Initially a shy and reclusive figure, Thimble is coaxed into the shop by the irresistible aroma of baking. He soon takes over the kitchen, creating an array of delicious pastries and snacks that perfectly complement the coffee and draw in even more customers. His cinnamon rolls, in particular, become legendary. As Legends Lattes grows in popularity, it becomes more than just a place to get a drink. It transforms into a community hub, a safe haven where people from all walks of life can gather, relax, and connect. The story sees a colorful cast of recurring characters, from a local gnome who offers unsolicited but helpful advice to a student who uses the shop as a quiet place to study. The primary external conflict comes in the form of the Madrigal's threats. However, in true cozy fantasy fashion, this is not resolved through a bloody battle. Instead, Viv, with the support of her newfound friends and the community she has built, finds a clever and non-violent way to neutralize the threat. This resolution reinforces the book's central theme, that strength can be found in community, kindness, and ingenuity, not just in physical prowess. There is also the matter of the Scalvert Stone, which Viv has hidden beneath the hearth of the coffee shop. As the business thrives, she begins to question whether her success is due to the stone's magic or her own hard work and the contributions of her friends. This internal conflict culminates in a powerful moment of self-realization for Viv, where she must decide what she truly believes in and what the source of her happiness is. The conclusion of the novel is a testament to her growth as a character, as she embraces her new life and the family she has created, realizing that the real magic was never in the stone, but in the connections she forged. The impact of Legends Lattes, a warm cup in a weary world. The success and impact of Legends Lattes can be attributed to a confluence of factors, each tapping into a growing sentiment among modern readers. The book didn't just find an audience, it helped to define and popularize a burgeoning subgenre: cozy fantasy. The rise of cozy fantasy. For decades, mainstream fantasy has been dominated by epic sagas with world-ending threats, complex political machinations, and graphic violence. While these stories have their devoted fans, a significant portion of the readership has grown weary of the constant high stakes and grim realities. Legends Lattes arrived as a breath of fresh air, offering an alternative that prioritizes comfort, community, and personal growth over large-scale conflict. Cozy fantasy, as exemplified by Baldree's novel, is characterized by several key elements. Low-stakes conflict. The central conflicts in cozy fantasy are typically personal and localized. While Viv has to deal with a criminal element, the threat is handled in a way that avoids gratuitous violence and emphasizes clever problem-solving. The primary focus remains on the success of the coffee shop and the well-being of the characters. Focus on found family. At its heart, Legends Lattes is a story about lonely individuals coming together to form a supportive and loving family. The relationships between Viv, Cal, Tandri, and Thimble are the emotional core of the narrative. This resonates deeply with readers who value stories of connection and belonging. Emphasis on everyday life. The novel celebrates the mundane. The detailed descriptions of renovating the shop, the trial and error of brewing the perfect coffee, the joy of baking a delicious pastry, these everyday activities are given as much, if not more, importance than a traditional fantasy quest. This focus on the simple pleasures of life provides a sense of grounding and comfort, a sense of optimism and hope. In a world that can often feel bleak, Legends Lattes is a fundamentally optimistic story. It suggests that it is possible to leave a difficult past behind and build a better, more fulfilling future. It champions kindness, hard work, and the power of community to overcome adversity. A new kind of hero's journey. Legends Lattes subverts the traditional hero's journey. Instead of a young, inexperienced protagonist setting out on an adventure, we have a seasoned, world-weary hero whose greatest desire is to end her adventuring career. Viv's journey is not one of external exploration, but of internal discovery. She learns that her strength is not just in her ability to wield a sword, but in her capacity for vulnerability, her willingness to trust others, and her courage to pursue a dream that others might deem foolish. This reimagining of the hero's journey has struck a chord with the modern audience. Many readers can relate to the desire for a career change, the yearning for a quieter, more meaningful life, and the challenges of starting something new. Viv's story is a powerful allegory for anyone who has ever dreamed of leaving the rat race behind to open a bookstore, a bakery, or indeed, a coffee shop. The power of word of mouth and social media. The success of Legends Lattes is also a testament to the power of modern publishing and reader communities. Initially self-published, the book gained immense popularity through word-of-mouth recommendations on social media platforms, particularly TikTok's BookTok community. Readers were drawn to its charming premise and its promise of a comforting reading experience. The book's viral success led to it being acquired by a major publisher, Tor Books, which further amplified its reach. This trajectory has had a significant impact on the publishing industry. It has demonstrated that there is a substantial market for cozy fantasy, and has encouraged publishers to actively seek out and promote similar works. The success of Legends Lattes has opened the door for other authors writing in this subgenre, leading to a welcome diversification of the fantasy landscape. A gateway to the fantasy genre. For readers who may have been intimidated by the sprawling epics that have long defined fantasy, Legends Lattes serves as an accessible and welcoming entry point. Its standalone nature, relatable themes, and gentle pacing make it an easy book to pick up and enjoy. By showcasing a different side of fantasy, one that is less about war and magic systems and more about people and relationships, it has broadened the genre's appeal and attracted a new generation of readers. And there you have it. Legends Lattes is so much more than just a story about an orc and her coffee shop. It's a poignant reflection on the courage it takes to start over, a celebration of the quiet moments that make life beautiful, and a powerful reminder that the greatest adventures can often be found in the most unexpected of places. It's a book that arrived at the perfect time, offering a warm and comforting embrace to readers in a world that often feels cold and overwhelming. Travis Baldree didn't just write a novel, he brewed a phenomenon, one that has left an indelible mark on the fantasy genre and has readers everywhere eagerly awaiting their next visit to a cozy little coffee shop in Toon.
Thank you for joining us on Open 4. Learn today. We hope this discussion has inspired you to pick up Legends Lattes if you haven't already, or to revisit its comforting pages if you have. What are your thoughts on the book? Do you have any other favorite cozy fantasy recommendations? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the world of stories. Until next time, keep learning, keep reading, and keep brewing your own adventures.